Isaiah is interested in construction and carpentry and knows that he will need strong math skills to be successful in this field. Something his friend told him about working in construction is that Isaiah will need to help to figure construction supply and labor costs. We can use functions to figure these costs using specific information Isaiah will have while on the job. He scored well on his math high school equivalency exam, but he does need some further instruction about functions. In this video, we are going to talk about functions and how to use them to help figure construction supply and labor costs. To introduce functions, we are going to think about a function as a vending machine. On the vending machine, you enter an input value, the code you type in, that corresponds with the output that you want, the candy, pretzels, etc. If you enter A1, you will receive the pretzels from the A1 slot from the machine. If you enter the same input code the next time, it will give you the same single output. The machine will not give you more than one output per transaction. In other words, if you input A1, the machine will not give you the pretzels from A1 and the candy bar from A6, unless you're lucky. Another example is a person's birthday. The input is the person and the output is the birthday. Other people may share my birth date, but I can only have one birthday. These examples show how a function works. A function takes an input value and assigns it exactly one output value using an equation. In construction, many costs must be taken into consideration for supplies and labor. And depending on the number of supplies needed, costs can go up or down significantly. Functions can be used to help calculate these costs and help you make an informed choice for purchasing. A function is used to show a relationship. We have a variable that is inputted to an equation to get an output. For example, X is the unknown quantity of 2x4s needed to build a room. The cost for each board is $5. We can write a function for this example, f of x equals 5x. This is said as f of x. The f stands for function and the variable x is its name. The variable name is helpful when you have more than one function and you need to distinguish them from one another. The f of x does not mean to multiply f and the variable. We can figure how much it will cost us no matter the amount of boards we purchase using this function by substituting the quantity of boards in the place of x. Let's walk through this example using f of x equals 5x. If I have 20 2x4s, I put 20 in the place of x. I then multiply the $5 by 20 and get $100. If I have 100 2x4s, I do the same thing and multiply $5 by 100 and get $500. Functions can be used to calculate labor costs as well. Let's say that Isaiah needs to hire an electrician and he tells Isaiah his labor charge is a $50 service call fee plus $60 an hour. I can write this function as f of x equals 60x plus 50. In this function, what is the variable? What does that x stand for? The number of hours can change depending on the job, so it is the variable x. So if the electrician works for 4 hours, I can substitute the x with 4 and then do the math. F of 4 equals 60 times 4 plus 50. And the answer would be $290. Isaiah wants to be smart with his supervisor's money, so he can also use functions to compare rates. Isaiah calls another electrician and her charge is a flat rate of $75 an hour. This function will be f of x equals 75 times x. So for the same 4 hours, she will cost you f of 4 equals 75 times 4, or $300. Isaiah likes both electricians. So how does he choose which one to use based on prices only? I am going to show you how to use tables in order to compare the two electricians. I am still using the same functions, but the tables allow for easy comparison. The first column is the number of hours, or the variable, and the second column is the value of the function when the hours are put into the function and solved. Looking at the two charts, I can determine that the second electrician is cheaper for shorter jobs. But if I think my job is going to take longer, the first one is the better deal. Now, let's create some tables with these two functions, f of x equals 2x and f of a equals 3a minus 2. Pause your video and create your own tables with 3 or 4 terms. Here are my tables, but remember yours may be different depending on your variables. Let's do some more practice with functions. I am going to give you the information and I want you to write the functions and then create the tables with the given 4 terms that go with the functions. The construction superintendent needs to buy sheetrock and has these 3 quotes. A, $4 a piece. B, $3 a piece and a $3 delivery charge. C, the quantity of the pieces squared. The quantities are 1, 3, 5, and 20. Now, pause the video and create your 3 tables. Push play when you're ready to check your answers. Let's look at the tables that you should have created. Using these tables, we can go deeper and answer more questions. Which one is the best price for just a few pieces? C. Which one is the best price for a bulk purchase? B. Is there a quantity and a price that are equal? A and B with 3 pieces. If you would like to learn more, Khan Academy is an excellent resource. And Kate's Math Lessons is another math resource with lessons, activities, and quizzes. And remember, life is a math equation. In order to gain the most, you have to know how to convert negatives into positives.